I have dealt with the winged Olympian just as you asked, Master.
Lycaon whispered as he knelt before the Nexus altar. In the temple, a fantastic carved mural wrapped around the walls. The center altar enshrined a segment that showed an ancient and immortal being seated on a throne, with worshippers kneeling in exaltation. The eyes of the being in the mural flickered with corrupted void energy as a voice began to resonate in the chamber, ethereal, ringing with harmony and dissonance simultaneously. The voice alone would be enough to bewitch even the most stalwart hero.
The pieces fall into place. Only one obstacle remains. The mages and their Olympian lapdogs scramble to halt my arrival. As we speak, they are attempting to uncover the divine geode. Go, my champion, and take it from them. With it, the wheels of fate will be unconstrained.
Lycaon hid on a ridge overlooking a mine bustling with activity. Goliaths, elementals, and gods were working tirelessly to excavate as Everdor stood overseer. The mere scent of the Olympians was enough to make Lycaon's blood boil. For thousands of years he bore the curse that Zeus set upon him, leaving him adrift with no kin or people to rule. It was then that a final stone was moved and a blinding light radiated from the quarry. Voices cried out from the mine as the allies rushed to glimpse the legendary stone. Tired of waiting, Lycaon roared and rushed down the slope, his body radiating with corrupted energy. Everdor raised his staff in the air and let out a beacon of light, calling waves of apex panthers to the field. Lycaon, seeming more beast than man, broke out into a gallop on all four legs and tackled down a panther. The panther whimpered and rolled away as Lycaon wiped his mouth and focused in on the geode. The fallen panther's eyes flickered with void energy as it lumbered to its feet. Faster and more vicious than its brethren, it took down an apex panther of its own, passing the corruption from a single bite. Before long, all of Everdor's panthers were reborn as Twilight Panthers, and the quarry was a sea of bloodshed. In the confusion, Everdor was all that stood between Lycaon and the geode, as his allies fought, fled, or died in the chaos.
I can't! Help me!
A familiar voice cried out to Everdor. It was Growthorn, pinned under a Twilight Panther and fighting for his life. Time stood still as Everdor looked at the geode behind him, Lycaon in front, and his son, Growthorn, to the side. Lycaon could not help but laugh. A few moments later, Everdor slew the panther and helped Growthorn to his feet. The geode was gone, as was Lycaon. From all across the battlefield, Everdor and Gaia locked eyes. No words were exchanged, but the emotion they shared in that moment was unmistakable. Despair, sickly and thick, weighed down their hearts as they recognized the prophecy could not be stopped. Hey everyone, how's it going? Darth Shigong here, gaming on the dark side, GOTDS. You know, we got this. Coming at you with another video for this weekend's event in Dawn of Titans. This week, got tossed a little curveball there, man. We've got ourselves Lycaon, the bearer of the curse. I totally thought this was going to be Prometheus, guys, but it's not, man. It's this werewolf dude. So let's go into him a bit. Now, this guy here was cursed by Zeus back in the day, man. He tried feeding Zeus a little bits and pieces of his own son. And, I mean, there's a whole lore behind the Arcadians that this guy was king of, that they were cannibals and all this other stuff. But anyways, that's beside the point. In the game, this starts tomorrow, July 22nd. It'll go all the way through Monday, July 26th. It's going to give you guys 90 hours to do this entire event. So if you're grinding it out, you'll have plenty of time. If you're free to play, you got plenty of time to finish this by grinding if you've saved up enough stuff. If you're paying for it, well, thank you very much for keeping the lights on at Natural Motion. I appreciate it. And all you can get this obviously done way quicker and start doing this guy. Now, I'd highly recommend you guys watch the videos so far coming out on this dude. He is a beast. So to kind of see how beastly he is, let's go into this dude's skills. Now, this dude is a Void Titan, so he's going to be mostly buffing Void troops here. Starting off with this first one, Invoke Twilight Beasts. You're going to get 200% Titan troop void damage, 60% base Titan health, 5 terror spells. Now this is pretty cool. On terror cast, you're going to summon 1 Twilight Panther, a max of 5 of those guys. So this is a lot like following Oceanus's lead, where he drops his little ice spell and you get a new warrior. So this seems to be kind of a theme that we got going on, which is pretty cool. Now, Savage Maul is the second skill. 44% Titan critical, 360% Titan troop void damage 2 times in attacks. That's 720% extra damage. That's crazy. On top of the 200% already? Woo! We're talking almost 1,000% just for the first 2 skills. Now you got 200% Titan and troop armor 2 times in attack. So you have 400% armor when you're going, which is big because Horde is notoriously flimsy. Now for the third skill, Invoke Howl. It's going to be 44% troop Titan, or troop critical, my bad, just troop critical. You're going to get 40% Titan and troop all elemental resist. And on your Twilight Panther calls, you're going to get 100% Titan troop armor piercing at a max of 5. So that's 500% armor piercing. Not too bad. We need the armor piercing, guys. Now the fourth skill, Lycanthrope Claws. You're going to get 40% Titan and troop ranged resist, 250% Titan and troop armor piercing 2 times an attack. That's 500%. On top of the other 500%, that's 1,000 armor piercing already, just from skills alone. Then you're going to get 300% Titan and troop health 2 times an attack, so you get an extra 600% health when you're attacking on your Titan and your troops. Dude, this is insane. Now the last one here is another Invoke skill, Shadow's Decay. You're going to get 40% Titan and troop melee resist, 5 Raise Dead spells, and on Twilight Panther Summon, it's going to give minus 10% enemy void resist and cast terror on 5 troops within the aura, probably the Titan's aura, a max of 5 times. That's, Jesus, dude, 50% void resist gone. You got 25 terror spells running around out there. That's crazy, man. This guy's going to be doing all kinds of crazy stuff. I can see this being good and bad because we all know terror spells scare away the troops. You have to chase them down to kill them. But maybe they'll cause enough damage, they'll kill the troops. Who knows? This guy might be good for PP lands. I'm interested to see what he'll do like an assault and a conquest. That should be cool too. All right, let's move on to his prestige skills. This is where it starts getting a little more interesting, doesn't it? Prestige skill, Horror of Arcadia. Now at level 10, you'll have 100% base Titan Horde health and damage, dude. So another 100%, so you just basically double the damage, dude, on the base level. Now, from Prestige level 1, whenever you call a Twilight Panther, you're going to get 100% Titan and Troop Void damage, 5 of those, right? So that's an extra 500% more damage. This is crazy, the amount of numbers we're talking about here, guys. At Prestige level 4, on Raise Dead cast, right? Remember, you get those 5 Raise Dead spells at the 5th skill. You're going to summon 1 Twilight Horde. So not only do you get the skeletons, but you also get a Twilight Horde unit, 5 of those guys. Right? Now, at Prestige level 7, we're going to double that, so you'll actually get 10 Twilight Horde units, and they will be raged when they first pop up. And most likely that splashes, so probably rages the skeleton unit too, and anything else around it. Now, at Prestige level 10, we have a unique skill here. Twilight Horde will cast Blood Pact when below 80% health. We'll get into that in a second, what that is, or what's supposed to be. But that's at Prestige level 10. As we all know, it seems to be the current theme, guys. Prestige level 10 is a pretty big, different skill they're throwing out there because they really want to convince people to spend that prestige food. I just wish they would have more ways of either recouping prestige from old Titans. Because, I mean, Prestige level 10, dude, that's a huge investment of 18 Titans. That's a lot of freaking Titans. All right, let's look at these units and talk about Blood Pact a bit too. So first things first, we got to talk about, this is like a innate skill, right? Lycaon's army are going to have a 50% resistance to crowd control effects of freeze and terror. So this guy is definitely made to go up against Oceanus and Rostam. Now, you have an interesting mix of units here, right? You got these Twilight Panthers and these Twilight Hordes. The Panther's just a weird one to me, dude. I don't know where the hell they got that one from. Why couldn't they make a Twilight Wolf? That would have been better, but whatever. Now, The Panther, you only get one big Panther. So think of him kind of like an Omega, I guess like a corrupted Panther in a sense. He's out there flying around. And overall health, this dude has more health than a regular level 25 Panther. They come with 350% armor already to start and 200% armor piercing. So that armor piercing now is 1200% for these guys just from skills. Overall damage is up as well. Looks almost doubled. And you still get the 4-time charge bonus. So you definitely want to get these guys running around the field to do some damage, right? Now the Twilight Horde are interesting. They have way more health. Well, it looks almost less than double health, but still health. They also have way more damage here, right? They also get 200% armor, which helps, but 300% armor piercing just to start. That's your base stats, dude. So we're looking at 1300. That's craziness, dude. Now here's the last one I want to talk about, this Blood Pact. This is an aura. Now I'm assuming this aura must be around the units then, maybe? I don't know, it's weird. So when Twilight Horde are less than 80% health, enemies within the aura are gonna get minus 5% melee resist and 25% armor. So I kind of look at it maybe like the Legionaries, right? How they have their little aura of effect that they do. I think they're doing something very similar. Now the big question is this gonna stack? Will it keep on stacking when all 5 units are together and you have minus 25% melee resist and minus 125% armor? That'd be interesting. Right? Now, one little thing I want to mention really fast, guys, is the numbers for armor and armor piercing is getting really insane. Now, personally, I'm not a fan of this because I feel that all it is taking the exact same game and just increasing the numbers. So all that's really going to do for us is mean more future reskills, quote unquote reskills of whole Titans that they're going to sell back to us for more money. All right? Rather than us being able to just, hey, retroactive Titan skills are better. No, you have to go get a whole brand new Titan so you can have these insane high numbers. I'm not a huge fan of that. I'd rather have more gameplay mechanics being changed and allowing for greater depth of the roster of Titans we can use. Like right now with defense, they're doing a great job. I like that. We have a lot more defenders than before. It's not just one defender, right? You can have a smattering of different kinds to go at. And that's cool. And I hope they keep doing that with the defenders, which will therefore also make it better for more attackers. Like this guy here having obviously kind of a strength against Oceanus and Rostam. But maybe he'll be weak against something else, like a Lightning Titan on defense or Ice Defense Titan. Oh, no, it wouldn't be Ice Defense. Maybe an Earth Defense Titan like Kronos might work out. We'll find out. We'll see. All right, let's move on. Let's check out the signature relics for this event. Now, you're going to get the Fungus Umbricaticus. It looks like a bunch of mushrooms right there, right? It's going to give you 50% Titan Void damage, 40% Titan and Troop Armor Piercing, and this also seems as a common theme. We're going to get on Allied Death, a 50% chance to call a Horde Reinforcement a max of 4 times. You get, extra 4 units during the course of the battle, most likely, right? So that's kind of cool. It looks like all these little plant relics are doing that for every element. We're going to see more of these. There'll be a fire one, there'll be a physical one, right? There's going to be a poison one, all that stuff. So now we've got Nictimus' skull. This here is the skull of the son of Lycaon and all that from his son and all. But anyways, we got 40% Titan and Troop health, 30% base Horde health. Base is always awesome. And 24% Horde melee and ranged resist. That's a nice freaking relic, dude. Then we've got the Sacrificial Dish. It's got a bunch of human meat on there. That was what they were trying to serve to Zeus. Zeus didn't fall for it, though, and that's what gave the curse to this dude. So we got 50% Titan and Troop Void damage, 30% base Horde damage. Love that base stuff, dude. And 40% Horde armor piercing. Overall, man, not bad relics. Alright, so now it's time to kind of talk about the grind of this event here. So first things first, let's look at the Alliance rewards, guys. Since this is an Alliance event, the goals to aim for. If you're not planning on finishing, then, don't worry about the top stuff, right? If you just want to get Lycaon for sure, then, scoring the top 51 to 100 is a great place to go for a team to get at least a level 1. All right, and then you can go from there. Now, for our freemium teams, the guys that spend a little bit of money and all that, I would say you should aim for anywhere between 101 to 500 to get that prestige food token. That way you guys aren't having to go for crazy minimums, but you guys at least can get some prestige food as you're moving forward. Now, our free-to-play players, what you're definitely aiming for if you're a free-to-play alliance is the top 501 to 750 to get those 2,000 gems. That's going to help you guys to play longer and do more stuff. So keep that in mind. Those are the goals to aim for if you're looking at the alliance rewards. Okay, looking at the individual reward milestones, we got a couple things we want to look at. Overall, this entire event, you've got 925 portal stones, 4,200 gems, 6 event tokens, and 575 divine gems for the taking. Now, obviously, the minimum for this event for every single player, there's no excuse, it's at least 2,000 souls to get those 3 boost tokens for a future event. Obviously, oh, it's not Chronos. What the heck, dude? I thought I fixed that. Sorry, guys. 22,000 is going to be for your Lycaon, right? And then 26,000 souls to finish. Chronos. Man, I thought I edited that. Anyways, so that's going to be your guys' individual milestone rewards. That's what you're looking at. So make sure you guys keep that in mind as you guys are digging through this event. As in every event, I do like to cover what we're getting for quote-unquote free included in the event. Alright guys, so to kind of give you an idea of how much this event really costs. Now remember, we have 4,200 gems, 925 portal stones, and 6 event tokens. Now you can see the math on here. When it comes to the tokens, I only use a 1-star just so we have worst case scenario. That gives you 448 souls. But you can see here as we add them up that we're going to end up with a little over 10,000 souls just from the included rewards. That's 40% of this event that is paid for just from doing the event. Now that leaves you guys with the souls to quote-unquote buy of about 15,738 souls. That's what you have to, think about this event. So this event really only costs you a little under 16,000 souls. Not too bad when you guys look at the grand scheme of things. Moving on to the actual event, we're only going to look at 2 places here. The actual full-on finish and the free-to-play minimum, because that's the only 2 that really matter. Right now, to do this whole entire event, if you're not going to use any event tokens, you're looking at about 1,858 battles to get it done. About 31-hour grind if you have a good 60-second turnaround time on your PP lands. Now, your portal stones to do this is about 4,649 portal stones. If you don't have those portal stones saved up, it's going to cost you 23,694 gems to get those. Now, if you don't have even the gems and you're looking to spend some money on this, about $50. $50 gets you that 27k gem pack. It's going to leave you about 4,000, actually a little over 3,000 gems saved up for future events. So you can get this entire event done for $50 if you're not buying the starter packs, right? That's going to cost you now at least over 100 some odd bucks. So for half price, just grind it out. Now for our free-to-play players, you have to do 143 battles over the course of 90 hours. That's plenty of time to do it. It takes 2.5 hours to do a straight grind all the way through. If you're doing a straight grind, it's going to take 379 portal stones overall, right? Now you can get those through portal stone refresh rates. You can get your portal stones, buy some gems and all that stuff from, doing your dailies and all that kind of crud. Over the course of 3 days, you can get this done completely for free. If you just want to bust it out and you have 379 portal stones, that's the way you go. It's going to cost you about 2,000 gems to buy those stones if you need them. And like I said, if you don't mind spending a little bit of money just to kind of invest in the game that you enjoy, well, hey, $5, right? That tiny little gem pack will get you this. So you guys can play for $5, get yourself some tokens for a future event, and enjoy this weekend. Let's move on. So, is the grind worth it? And some final thoughts here. Lycaon's coming in with a vengeance, dude. This guy's coming in hitting hard, bringing out a bunch of stuff. The numbers are getting insane. In order to take out some of these defenders, you're going to need these numbers, obviously, right? That's just the way they're making us play the game. So I think this guy's definitely worth it if you're looking for a great attacker. This dude might be signaling. Some people think this is Horde Apocalypse 2.0, possibly, right? A total meta wipe. Hopefully not. Hopefully, like I said, the defenders have been designed in a way to at least stifle him somewhat and make it to where it still does require some time or skill to do it. However, this guy is definitely going to wipe out any old school defenders. Now, is the grind worth it? I think so. For this event, like I said, these are meta titans. So, putting the time in is worth it, at least in my opinion, to get him. If you're not going to grind all the way through, then get yourself in a top 100 alliance so you're able to get at least him as a copy and you're good to go. And for everyone else free to play, well, as usual, man, get those 2,000 souls, get those event tokens, save up your tokens until you come to an event that you just do not want to pass up. It could be because a Titan you enjoy because he looks super awesome, or maybe he's like the best attacker out there. Who knows? Whatever your choice is, you guys play the game you want to play it. And those are my final thoughts. All right, guys. That's this week's video for Lycaon. Hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, hit that like button. Definitely comment below. It helps out with the YouTube algorithm. And if you haven't subscribed yet, hopefully I earned it and I get that subscription. We're going for 1,000 by next week, guys. We're close. We're close. Keep sharing the videos. All right. Well, this is Darshigong. And as always, I hope to catch all of you gaming on the dark side.